Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Jeff and Pat's Backstage Lessons, where each week we take an in-depth look at some aspect of theater, but from the other side of the curtain. It'll just be today. I'm not sure where Pat is, but we thought since the theaters are dark, and your theaters are dark, and our theater is dark, that we'd go back to some of the basics and review some of the fundamentals of getting ready for a production. So today we're going to talk about stage makeup for men. And here we go. Now, the first thing you want to do when you show up in the makeup room is to make sure you have your glasses off. Take those off. And a lot of times what they want you to do is to cover up. So I'm gonna just take this wig cap and just put it right over my hair there. That keeps your wig or whatever out of the way. There we go. Okay. Now you want to make sure at home that that you shave cleanly, because I check here and then I check here, and you want to do. I want to show you the part of the face that you really want to do the most, because a lot of times I'll just put that right there. Okay, a lot of times the lighting people will, or the sound people, I'm sorry, will want to put tape there to hold a mic down. So you want to make sure you get that nice and clean. There we go. Okay, I finished that now. Okay, you also want to take a good close, let me just get that off there, I'll be ready. Okay, here we go. You want to take a good close look at your hair. I'm going to pull this back here, and I'm just going in with tweezers and get some of the, yeah, that hurts a little bit. But that's what I did. And then you go down to your nose and get those hairs out of it. That way, you get a nice clean look, even though the camera's unlikely to pick that up, the camera filming your production. Okay, now let's get to the actual makeup. First, you need a moisturizer. You really need to put that down first. So I'm going to put a little on that hand, I'm going to put a little bit on this hand, and I'm going to rub it around there. There we go. That's good. Get it all over the place, and if it gets in your eyes or in your beard, that's okay too. Okay, that moisturizes your skin and sets you up. Now, next, we want to do the foundation. You want to make sure that you get a foundation that's the right color to match your skin. So you just take a dab right there in your arm. I'm going to put this in my hand right there, and now I'm going to put the foundation. I'm going to put it right there. We go. That's it. And just around there, and double check to make sure you've got the right color. Okay, we'll try the other side. Here we go. The foundation is it's really important, because I'm going to rub it around on my cheek there, both sides. It's really important because everything builds on top of this. Okay, I think that's a pretty good color match. I'm going to put my wig cap back on because I just fell off. So there we go. There we go. Okay, now after the foundation, and you might have to wait for it to dry. So I always take one of these fans that I have, and I go ahead and get that all cleaned up. There you go. And then right there, I want to make sure I get it all dry there. Okay, good. Now, next is blush, so that your cheeks pop. Here we go. I like this particular blush. I'm gonna just take a little bit with my brush, and I'm gonna put it right there. There we go. Good, good, good. Now I'm gonna go over here and do the same thing over here. Okay. All right. Now, next we have the if the blush is too light, then you want I take my stick of lipstick, and I'm gonna put that there, because that kind of darkens it up a little bit. And you'll make sure you get both sides as well. So you just go right in there, and oh yeah, that's coming along nicely. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so we used the lipstick for blush, which not a lot of people think about, but you can do that now. Hey, now, if you're playing an older part, you need to have lines in your face. So we're gonna put, oh no, before we do that, we put the lipstick on the lips, because it is a dual-purpose lipstick. You can use it for both blush and for your lips. As I mentioned, if you're playing an older part, the general rule of thumb is you want to have a dark line underneath your eyes for each decade past the age of 40 that you're portraying on this particular play. I'm playing a 70-year-old, so I want to get 3 nice lines there, and I'm proud of the job I'm doing here. It's really coming together pretty well. Okay, and now you want to make your brow look a little bit I like to follow this. I call it the Charlie Brown cut because that's kind of like the stripes in the Charlie Brown shirt. That's what I call it. I mean, you can call it anything you want. And some more lines I like to put down here. And I did the one by the jowl and make my eyes look a little harder. And there we go. Okay. All right. That's good. And I'm kind of pleased. There we go. Take that off. All right. All right. Fine. Now, of course, the final touch is the wig, if you happen to be wearing one. I'm, as I mentioned, playing an older gentleman in this particular play, so I'm going to go ahead and put my hair piece on, and voila! There you have it, folks. A character you or your audiences will never forget. Never forget. All right, join us next week. I like to applaud myself. Anyway, join us next week where we're going to focus on dialects. And an episode we call Mississippi and Alabama, They Ain't the Same Thing.